So done with the ticketing, and here let's go. So it's 20 rupees per person if you want to enter Kaythanamakki, ride up all the way, and strict instructions saying that there's a gate on the top. Last 100 meters you cannot ride your motorcycle and you have to walk there. So let's ride and see what we have for this trail and check out how things are gonna shape up while we ride up. So Hermes is all ready, all set to ride, and Suraj is excited after taking the ABS fuse as well as reducing the tire pressure. Madhubai, what's happening? All set on your X-Pulse? Kirtan is forever ready. And okay, I thought he had already reduced the tire pressure, but then now Suraj is reducing the tire pressure. I thought when I went to buy the tickets he had reduced the tire pressure, but then no, he didn't. And now it's time to reduce the tire pressure and get the. So ideally what you need to do is, if your tire pressure by company default is 30, so it's ideally better to reduce 10 to 15% so that your tire gets a better surface while you're riding and gets more traction. So that means if you have 30 as a standard, it should be 27 if it's 10%. And if I still feel uncomfortable or you see it's not giving the kind of traction that you want, you can reduce another 5%. That's so around 4.5 is what you need to reduce. So Madhu is just a little concerned, saying that if his tire pressure is good enough and do we need to reduce, and let's reduce it. So again, what I'm doing is just on the practice basis that I keep reducing the tire pressure. I just have a kind of sense of when 10% to 15% of tire pressure is reduced, I reduce so much, and then we go on. So Kirtan's tire has already been done. My tire pressure is already less because I keep Hermes's tire pressure all the time less, because most of the time I'm doing only trails on that and everyday commute is very less. So I just keep the tire pressure less and go. So yes, all set. So let's go now. Time to hit the trail. This trail I've not done before, so this is the first time that I'm trying Kaythanamakki trail. I think way back, I can't even remember when was it. So let's start now and have some fun in this trail. So I'm gonna tail just in case if there's any problems, so that there's enough backup riding. Wow, nice. So far so good. Looks like this is going to be one exciting ride, because the difference between the others and this kind of trail that I've started, this is more of a little bit of rocky side and loose soil as well, and it keeps kind of inclining so far. And you see, this is the biggest culprit. These gravels, they throw you off, especially when you're taking a turn or if you're just throttling. What happens is you change direction and suddenly you just move. And there you see Suraj had a little bit of problem climbing up because it's again in 390. It's on low end power, so you need to reach the RPM to get the power output. So it might be a little tricky for him today riding up all the way in this trail. The other two bikes are just gonna enjoy, have good fun riding. So Kirtan is just making sure we keep stopping every now and then to make sure we are coming on our way back. And myself and Kirtan, we are connected on the intercom 630. But right now I've turned it off. The ride grid mode is off. So whenever I want to talk to him, I just connect with him on the ride grid and just keep talking and getting information what's happening. So see, this inclination is very steep inclination, and you have to have a basic skill set if you want to ride in these kind of surfaces, and if you want to keep doing trails. So there should be basic skill. It could be irrespective of whichever motorcycle that you take. Yes, better the motorcycle, good experience you have, then you can ride on any motorcycle, even a 100cc motorcycle. You can come here. At the end of the day, what really matters is your skill. But if you have a good machine, always a plus. Your experience of riding is going to be very, very good. And here I think Suraj might find a little bit of trouble because this is a loose soil and he's got a normal road tires. And there you see he's facing trouble. Suraj, wait, do not accelerate. Okay, yes, he's coming back. So this is quite steep and it's full of loose soil. I'll better go and help him up. Suraj, wait, I'm coming. Yes, wait. Okay, Suraj. Now slowly, yes, pushing, yes. Okay, yeah. So this is what happens. This with the high end power, you need to have constant motion. Otherwise, the minute you stop, you tend to lose ground and you slip. And especially, he has just the regular road tires, which are zapper tires. So it's a little more tougher to ride on those. So I have the Rice Trailer 50/50 tires, absolutely brilliant. Similar with Kaythani has got the same tires, front and back. In my case, it's only the rear tire and the front tire is the regular road tires. And any which way, Madhu's has a Express, it's a new motorcycle. So he's got his stock tires, and in this is where the tire makes a huge difference. It easily takes you off. And this is the first time I'm also feeling the ground clearance of harness is not enough. I just hit the underbelly down there while I was coming, because this is where I feel the undulation is so much that the belly just gets hits by these bolsters which are there. All these rides that I've done, I've never had this issue. This is the first time I'm facing problem with the ground clearance where the belly is getting hit by these undulation, especially with the bolsters which are there. So yeah, I've never complained about harness. It's just too much fun to ride harness. But then today, yes, that's one place where I wished I had a motorcycle with a higher ground clearance. Come, Kirtan and Madhu is there, and there's Kirtan. So let's go. I just wanted to make sure I tail and I don't go ahead. Let's continue the ride. Wow, this is truly an amazing trail. I definitely want to come here during rainy season. Rainy season this can get extremely technical and extremely difficult to ride because you see there is constant inclination with gravel and bolsters and loose soil. So there's combination of too many things happening, and you have to be on the edge. Make sure you keep throttling, especially when you're taking the inclination, and keep going. Do not brake unnecessarily so that the momentum is not lost. It suddenly comes a little bit of plateau. Yeah, good shade. It's super hot here. Riding in these conditions make life a little worse, and then gets another inclination like here with a mix of gravel base and loose soil. So the best trick when you are not too sure about anything, when you're doing trails, they say when in doubt, throttle it out. That's my formula when I am saying look at this condition and kind of road differences that you can get. There's so many steep potholes that you can call potholes. Look at the way there is so much of depth in the road. One crazy trail is absolutely madness. This is. I also want to come sometime on next month, just saddle and just go all out on the acceleration. I saddle on the Apache because it's a little tricky to saddle on Apache because it's not designed that way. You don't get to grip the tank the way you have to when you do a saddling. But otherwise, this is an amazingly beautiful machine. I am just in love with this Mercedes Apache RTR 160 FI. This is the first FI which was launched back in 2008, and I think we're finally reaching the top. We're almost there, and one more turn we should be reaching the top. So throughout this particular trail, I have seen there are lots of gravel and there are lots of booster. You need to have a motorcycle which has a good ground clearance to enjoy and experience this trail in the best manner. And finally, here we are on the top of Kaythanamakki. Whoa! Wow! And it's super hot out here. It's peak afternoon that we've reached here, and it's just super hot. So we've just reached Kaythanamakki. Meet Madhu, the helmet guy. And yeah, so once you reach Kaythanamakki, you've seen the off-road trail, how it was. It's beautiful off-road trail. And then you have this gate. The last 100 meters you cannot take your motorcycle in, but then if you see there, it's a beautiful track ahead. So I wish we could take our motorcycles there because it's a beautiful track all the way up there, but then unfortunately you can't take it. So we'll have to park our vehicle here and then get in. Yeah, so check, that's Suraj and Kirtan. They're doing their fitness for the day. They're walking all the way up. So Madhu says no because he had a small drop this morning, so his knee is paining. And I'm definitely saying no. I'm super tired and being a little lazy. I just came back from Mumbai yesterday, and woke up early morning at 5:30. So definitely not in a mood to kind of walk for such a long stretch. It's not long, it's about 100-150 meters, but then yeah, I didn't want to walk. So we'll stay here, and once the boys come back, we will head back. And then there are more trails. There's one more trail that we've figured out, and the localites have helped us, so we'll take you there as well.